Guys, All Motor Mike here, back with another video. New car, as you can see. Gonna go ahead and get my trusty water hose. We're gonna go ahead and give it a wash, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about it as we go on. So let's get right to it. Don't want to take any time. All right, so this is my new to me Gen 2 Mustang 2017 premium package, 6R80, 60k miles, clean title. It's a little bit far from stock already, as you can see, with the drag pack situation going on. I got the car completely stock. I did suspension all around, little things like the diffuser cut, GT350 spoiler, obviously the drag pack. It's some D5 forged stars in the rear with some Nitto tires, some regular tires up front with some Jegs fronts. Got the aerospace front brakes. Boom. Got a nice little lip for it. You can barely see it, but it's there. Got a nice carbon grille. Ignore the car, it's super dirty right now. That's why we're gonna wash it. The car, I put, first week of having it, I got headers. It has headers with dumps to the diff, resonated. It has a ported 18 Manny, ported 96mm throttle body, P51 4.5 inch intake. It has a UPR catch can. It has a tune from PBP, Phil. And yeah, that's how she sits right now. Not much more to it. It has some 47 LU injectors. And I just recently got a Kirky. I don't think it's open, but I'm gonna get the keys right now. There's a Kirky in there that I just installed yesterday. I actually stabbed my hand with the screwdriver trying to install the freaking seat, but there she is. I'm sure I'm forgetting some mods or some things with it, but that's it for now. Let's go ahead and start washing it. Then we're gonna turn it on, take it for a drive, and we'll talk to you guys about the plans with the car and what we're looking to do with it in the future. But yeah, the Gen 1 is gone. Parted it out same day, sold the supercharger overnight, sold the car overnight. So was pretty tired of the car, the little issues it was having, and I just wanted some newer tech. Like I said, this is a premium package. It brings the big screen. It has all leather interior, cooled and heated seats. It's whole 9 yards. It has Apple CarPlay, nav. So it's a very good pickup for me. I love it. It's a huge upgrade for me as well. So let's get to washing it, and then I'll open up the interior, show you the little Kirky seat. I also went ahead and detailed the interior yesterday, so there was a lot of cat hair from the previous owner, so I wanted to go ahead and take care of that. But let's go ahead and get started. Before I start washing it, let me just show you guys the interior right now. It has a little bit of gutting going on, no rear seats, nothing in the trunk and the Kirky. So here we are. Boom, that's how she looks. Everything half back is gone, so you can see no panels, no seats, and the trunk is gutted. But half forward is all completely stock. All my speakers, obviously, everything is mint. Everything's in good condition. Have my Kirky with the Fat House brackets, and got this little cushion right here because the Kirky is a little bit uncomfortable. So there she is. Let's go ahead and pop the hood. There we go. Nice little UPR catch can. IMP ported 18 manifold and grams throttle body to 96. P51 intake. 47 LU injectors. It's on E85 currently, along with the headers, like I said. So I think it looks really good. There's only more to come. The rear end is lacking a little bit right now. It only has a little spoiler, so and the diffuser cut as well. So I want to do some Gen 3 taillights, maybe Euros, and the side markers. Sorry for the wind noise. The side markers I also want to do either Euros or just leave them red for Gen 3 style tails. The front right here, I do want to black this out. I've seen that it does make them look really nice. And I do have some LEDs that we'll probably be installing today for the dome lights on the top. So we're going to go ahead and get started on washing it, make it look as pretty as possible. And then we're gonna do the little dome lights and turn it on, take it out for a drive, and talk a little bit more about what's to come for it. There we go. That's one clean wheel and brake. So let's go ahead and move on to all the rest. Oh, all wheels are clean, looking nice and fresh. And we're gonna go ahead and water the car up. Already got the soap in the bucket, and let's start washing it. Here we go, all clean, all ready to go. I don't have a rag to clean off the water from the wheels, but it is what it is. They're clean. Now I'm gonna back the car up into some shade right here without turning it on. I have my daughter sleeping in the other room, but we're gonna back it up. I'm gonna go ahead and install those dome lights that I was talking to you about, and then we're gonna turn it on back there and take it for a little spin around the block and talk a little bit about the car, see what it's what's next on the list for it. So it's a very simple setup for now. I do eventually in the future want to go CJ manifold or Holly. I do love road racing, so I don't think this is going to see the track anytime soon. If it does, it's going to be in the future. But oh, also mods that I forgot to mention. It has a drive shaft. It has a K-member, a one-piece drive shaft K-member. Has, I think I did mention, the UPR catch can. What else? That's really it. That's really it. It's a very simple setup. I just took it out racing this past weekend in Mexico, and it went up against a full bolt-on 85 CJ 10R80, and we were door to door. So it's doing pretty good. So here in the future, I want to play with some fuels, maybe drop some cams in, but that'll be for the future. For now, I'm just going to enjoy this setup. Let's go ahead and push the car back, and let's get to installing those dome lights. Here we are, so you can see the dome lights are super yellow and ugly. We're gonna go ahead and swap those out for some bright white LEDs. I'm gonna need probably a flathead and just the bulbs, and it should be a pretty simple install, so let's get right to it. I got this off Amazon. It has a whole bunch of different lights and a little pry tool. So we're gonna be using this. I'll link it in the description just so anybody can go ahead and pick it up. And yeah, let's go ahead and install it. So it's super straightforward and simple. All you have to do is literally just kind of yank this down. It has two clips on the sides right here that come off, and then you have access to the back of it, which right here you can see the connections to the bulbs. We're going to disconnect them, take the bulb out, and then swap them over. There's one. Okay, so these can only go on one way. For example, these little pins right there can only go on one way. So if you put it one way and it doesn't work, just flip it right around. As you can see, they're on there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and plug them right back into the socket, and we should be good to go. So there we go. You can see they're white now instead of that ugly yellow. Let's go ahead and go to the trunk. Actually, I want to see if in the trunk there's one of those back there, and see if we can go ahead and swap that over as well. Here it is. Here's the little light I was talking about. Even though I don't use this back here, I'd still like it to be white instead of yellow, so let's swap it over. There we go. Has a little clip right here that you grab with a screwdriver, pin it there, pop it out. It's probably super hot right now. Let me go ahead and take it off with something. Boom, there it is. Let's go ahead and push the car back, take it out for a drive, and we'll talk more. probably gonna be squeaking a lot right now since the brakes are wet, but let's go ahead and go out for a drive anyway. The steering is way off. I got a K-member installed, and it needs an alignment, so it's a little to the left, like right there. But yeah, good to go. Car drives amazing with the PVP tune. Drives really good on E85. Zero issues so far. All the tuning has been done like this. He responds super quick. So I'm super happy with the tuning process and super happy with the tuner I chose. It is a little loud in here. However, when I had the full interior, you could barely hear the exhaust. Funny enough, I took this car 4 hours to Orlando and with dumps, header dumps. So that goes to show you how quiet it was. That's the plans with this car for now, are just to enjoy it with the little setup I have. I do plan on going ESS supercharger in the future. However, for now, I want to enjoy it bolt-ons NA and maybe give it a little bit more NA power. Maybe a CJ or a Holly, like I said previously, but let's go ahead and put it here on track mode so you guys can hear how it sounds. Let's go ahead. Pretty aggressive. I think it's doing pretty good for the light setup that it does have. Let's go ahead back in normal. Once you put it in normal, it eases down a little bit because on track and Sport Plus it's way too loud. But yeah, I think I'm enjoying the little steps so far. I can never have a stock car. I wanted to keep this car stock for a while, but I think with this light bolt-on setup that I do have, I think it's gonna keep me going for a little bit. I do enjoy racing slower cars fast. I don't know if that makes any sense, but when you're racing a slower car against other slower cars, it's funner because the races are closer. There's no back and forth on you're lying on mods, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Right now, where I live, when we go racing out to Mexico, there's a lot of liars, and it's very annoying to go out there and race because somebody's always max effort claiming, I don't know, header Z85. So, you know, we're gonna go ahead and be truthful about what we have. You know, you saw the mods. Everybody that's on my Instagram will click on the video. They can see what I have. I'm not hiding anything. So yeah, as of now, this is how we're gonna stay, guys. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm probably gonna do some Mexico content, and I'm gonna plug in how I actually got this car so you guys can see the crazy transformation and a little edit of the car at the end. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I came back after a few weeks off. Give me a little bit of time to get back into it because I just wanted to slap mods on the car and not record, because recording does take time. So I'm gonna go ahead and record a little bit more videos here in the future. And again, I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you.